Hi friends, I'm Juani and welcome to Juani's house and welcome to the spring clean with me, and this time we are concentrating on the kitchen. If you missed last Tuesday's video in which we did our family room, our living room, I will link that in the iCard above, but let's go ahead and talk about my kitchen. So this is the kitchen as it looks right now. Mr. B and I just came back from the market with this coronavirus thing going on. This is the perfect time to tackle your kitchen and make sure that it is clean and sanitized, as well as um, fill up with any items that you may need in case you're quarantined. And we're going to tackle that bathroom. That is definitely coming up in the upcoming video. So we have cleaned out our refrigerator, and any of the leftover containers that we have, I recycle those. So especially the good plastic ones that are microwave safe, I recycle them. So I'm cleaning all those up, washing them here over here in the sink, and then also I'm going to take out any of the dishes that were in the dishwasher and put them away. Okay, so you see I've got this juice, and so I'm just going to fill this up, and I fill up all of my juices and I'm placing them here in the refrigerator. As you see, my fridge is pretty bare because we have taken stuff out, put things in, but we have definitely filled up both sides of our freezer. We have plenty of meat, and you guys know that I cook a lot, and so everything that we don't eat, I freeze it, I mark it, and I put it into the freezer for another meal. And I am really great at making something into something else, so we won't have the same thing all the time. So that is a great tip for you guys, especially at this time when you're maybe cooking a lot and you might have leftovers. You don't want that stuff to go to waste, so always think of other meals that you can make out of whatever your protein is. All right, guys, so I want to show you a trick, and you unfortunately you won't be able to see the entire process here, but if you ever burn your cast iron or your hard anodized pots and it looks like this, I did this last night. We got wrapped up in what was happening on CNN, and I made some soup, and I reheated some soup that we already had, and I forgot that I left it on. So this is what happened. But as you can see, this is probably a little bit of smoke, whatever. So this pot is not damaged. This here is some bleach, and I keep this. It says pot cleaner bleach. It is just regular bleach that I have used before, and I use it specifically for this, and I recycle it. I use it a couple of times. You just pour the bleach into your pot just like this, and if I had another one I would put it up here, but I'm not going to do it for this purpose because you know we're not using bleach for that now. We're using bleach to disinfect. So I use this, and you just sit it out overnight and it will clean all of that up. So you see I've done this before, and it really takes everything out, and all of this is going to be clean. And so my next time I do it, I'm just going to fill it all the way up and all of it will be clean. But this is a great tip for you guys if you ever burn your, this is Le Creuset, so this stuff is very durable, but if you should do this, this is a way that you can get your burnt marks up. So I will show you how that'll look tomorrow. So I usually let it sit for like 24 hours. I found this tip out. It was by one of my YouTube sisters. I think it may have been Shalomi who said this a couple of years ago, and I tried it and I was like, oh my goodness, it works. So I'm passing this tip on to you. So once I get done cleaning my stove, I'm gonna just sit this over on my stove and just let it sit overnight, and then tomorrow I'll let you see how it is. And so I keep this right here. I'll pour it back in there because I will use it again. Okay, so this is how my pot turned out. Mr. B got to my bleach and I'm assuming he threw it down the drain. So I have to get some more bleach. But this is, I wanted you to see how clean that is. And it just eats all of that up and it bleaches. So this is how it was before. Then you know this right here was burnt on. And so I just need to get some more bleach. Pour it up here to the top. Do the same thing, let it sit overnight, and it'll be just like this. Almost back to new. Hopefully we won't burn this again. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I came back so that you can see that that tip actually works for your hard, your cast enamel. It works. Now, in the event that you were not able to get any Lysol or Clorox wipes, it's okay. If you were able to get some bleach, mix equal parts of bleach and water, put it in a spray bottle, and use that as your disinfectant. But be careful when you're cleaning this because you don't want it to get on your clothes, especially if you're wearing something that's colored. And just clean and sanitize all of your counter space. Go over all of your knobs and your cabinets, the insides and the outsides of your dishwasher, any place that your hands touch. Disinfect these. And so I am leaving this out. I leave it here on the counter whenever I'm in the kitchen or whatever. I'm using this. I'm also using my Mrs. Meyer's products as well, but this is the items that I am using, especially now. I don't want no kind of bugs around here, and I spray this everywhere. Before I go to bed, I'm also spraying the knobs of the cabinets on the doors. I wipe it down with my Lysol wipes and or my Clorox wipes. I'm also going to make sure I concentrate on any handles. Like I said, your stove handles, your microwave handles. So what this is the spray way that I'm spraying on here because I've cleaned it off with my bleach and water solution, and of course it leaves streaks, but because it's a glass top, the spray way works wonders, and you don't have to worry about it like burning off or anything. You don't, it will not do that. Now overnight we did the self cleaning for our oven, so this is what it looks like. You see all the burnt on particles. Okay, so I have in this pot here that I'm using as a bucket right now some warm water, a couple of pumps of your dishwashing liquid, as well as a cap full of Fabuloso, and then I also put some baking soda in here, and so this makes a really great cleaning solvent when you are cleaning your stove. We self-cleaned the stove a couple of days ago, and I haven't gone in to clean it because I want you guys to see it. And then I am using this steel Brillo pad, and it is actually steel. I love these. You can find these at Home Goods, TJ Maxx, Marshalls. They are so good, and they do an incredible job, especially when you're getting greased on, burnt on places like that. So we're going to go in here and clean this up, and she's going to be all shiny. Now when I took the grates out, and I'm just going in with my solution and with my cleaning cloth, and I'm just cleaning that up. And then you can go back over it again if you would like, with just some regular water to rinse everything out, and your stove will be squeaky clean. Now this is where I was telling you where you can take your solution or your wipes and just wipe around your handles, wipe your doors, inside your door jambs. I'm putting this, like I said, on my refrigerator, and then I go back over with some spray way so it will get up all of the streaks. I'm gonna take my mats here. I'm going to put them in the washing machine, and how I wash them, especially like now, because you can't put bleach on them, I use ammonia. Just use ammonia instead of bleach, and for your towels or your mats and things like that, and they will be clean. So since I am cleaning up this area, I want to make a really cute DIY floral arrangement to beautify this space. So I'm using some florals that I picked up recently from Michael's. They were half off. They were $24.99, and I like this bunch because I can make a lot. But it was half off, so it was $12. And so I'm using this along with some other florals that I had already on hand to make a really pretty arrangement. And this is the green color that you're going to see that I'll be using downstairs. And so this is the arrangement that I have come up with, and I've used the hydrangeas as well as some roses. They're like this really pretty like vanilla type color. And then I'm putting these little picks in here, and then the bunch of hydrangeas that I had these pieces that kind of hung over, so that is what I'm using to hang over here. Now everything is just really stuck in here. I didn't use any floor foam because this was a really thick bunch of florals, and plus what I already had. And I like how it hangs over my urn. And this is an urn, it's like a soup tureen actually, and that is what I'm using for this. Use items that you already have. Use items unexpectedly in a different way, and they will make beautiful vessels for your florals or any type of DIY that you may be trying to create. And since we're in the kitchen, you know I had to have a wreath. And so this is a wreath that I created during the fall. And I wanted to keep the green leaves. And this is some more greenery that was off of that bunch of hydrangeas. And you know, guys, I tell you guys to recycle your greenery. You can definitely use it in another DIY. And what I liked about this is because you see different hues of green. You see a deeper green. You see more of a sage green. And I love how that black welcome just pops off. And so this is another bunch of florals that I had with another um, color of green, a real light green color. And these are some more of those beautiful roses that were from the Dollar Tree. So a lot of times I don't take apart um, my bouquet. Sometimes I keep them together because sometimes I think they look fuller together. So that is what I did here. And because we are working with grapevine, a grapevine wreath, it's easy to conceal, and this way you don't have to glue anything down, so you don't have to worry about all of that mess. And especially when you reuse items a lot, you don't have to worry about that. So that looks pretty just like that, but I wanted to add some this pretty green because like I said, this is the green you're gonna see me use. And so it is so pretty. I think it's so fresh and very, very earthy, and it's vibrant. So I am just going to place it where I see fit, and just maneuver my roses around because I want it to look as natural as possible. And the thing is, I don't want it to look like a DIY. I want it to look like something that I will possibly buy in one of the craft stores, and like I paid a lot of money. But you guys, we didn't, right? Because everything here is things that we already had. And the one thing that we did buy, we have made two projects out of it, and it is all coming together very, very nicely. So you just continue to play with your florals, and then once you get it like you like it, go ahead and place your wreath in its place. So I love having wreaths in my kitchen, so that is why I thought these colors would flow amazingly. So guys, that is it. I have created some DIYs. We have cleaned up my kitchen and now she's sparkly clean. Now the last thing I have to do, I don't know if you're like me, but the kitchen really isn't clean until you light a candle. So this candle here is from Pure One. It is my favorite candle from them, and it's their mint favorite scented candle. It is absolutely was rosemary mint. It is absolutely amazing. I shared this, guys, with you last year, and the throw on this candle is something to behold. I want to thank my sister Kimberly over at Diva Designing on a Dime for having this collaboration. So next week we'll be headed on to another room as we tackle the areas in our home to get them ready for the upcoming spring season and to get some of those tasks checked off our list, because I know I have a very long list. So guys, I'm about to go. If you're new to Juani's house, I would love for you to subscribe. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so that you won't miss out on any of my upcoming uploads. Also, guys, make sure you come over and follow me on my Instagram. You can find me at Juani's house just like it is here. Hit that follow button and then you will be in the know on what is to come over here on my channel at Juani's house. So guys, I'm about to go, but before I do, you know what I always say. The next time you're in town, you can always stop by Juani's house, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.